Hey there, Amy Sheffer here today. I was putting together this card for this week's Sketch for You, or this month's Sketch for You to Try challenge. And I wanted to kind of show you how I did this farmhouse inspired kind of arched doorway element here. So I've used a couple of the new products from the July release, and I'm going to talk a little bit about those products, starting with these main two elements, which are the pierced round top layers. This is a nested set here. You can see I've used, I don't know, kind of the middle one, I guess, for my element. Love this. This is such a neat die set. I've enjoyed it quite a bit. Actually, let me pull a couple of the other cards that I made with it for the release. Here I've kind of just used it as a tag. I also use it as a tag here, and then in this one I just use it as a background element. It's such a cool shape, and the pierced edges there, it's kind of, you know, just a unique take on the whole edge detail. Love it. Also, some of the other things that you can see here, this Darling Berry Sweet stamp set I've used, as well as the squared off cover panel in the background. Sorry while I digress here with a peek at the release. I didn't get to do a release video for you this month. I was off on an Alaskan vacation. So we'll just really quickly look at some of these products before I get started with today's tutorial. So that's that. There's two really pretty florals. One is Build-A-Bunch. I white heat embossed here and then just ink blended with a lot of the brand new ink colors to get this look here. Let's see, what else do we have? That's called Build-A-Bunch, and then we have Sentiment Essentials, which I used obviously here for the sentiment. Again, the squared off cover panel in the background. I think that's it for that one. And then this one uses the same Banners in Bloom stamp set that I'll be using today. So anyway, there's a quick look at some of the new products and a couple of the other projects that I made with them. Okay, so for today's element, we're going to be pulling out the pierced round top layers, as I mentioned. We're going to be using the Banners in Bloom as the floral accent here. Also, the, where is it? Under the Umbrella paper pad, which has this really pretty bright basket weave herringbone looking pattern. I love that. Love the colors in here too. I kind of pulled my color scheme from there. I pulled out the navy color and the green here as well. So lots of fun patterns in this paper pad. All right, so let's get started on the little farmhouse element. I'm going to set this aside. What you're going to use is the vertical stripes cover panel die, and I have die cut two of these in white, the new white cardstock. Here we go. And then here's the other one. And you're actually using just the negatives. So you have two cover panels that you can use on another card. Set those aside. And we're just going to be working here with these. So anyway, I don't know about you, but I am like of the mindset that we should be shiplapping all the things. And that's kind of what inspired this card. This is more like a doorway, so I guess it's technically not shiplap, but it has that whole shiplap look, which I just love. One thing to note about the cover panel is these two outside strips are a little bit more narrow, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to set those aside. Go ahead and tape your pieces, your strips down to make that shiplap look. You don't want anything too thick in the background, because then you're going to have two layers, of course, and that's going to be harder to die cut through. So I'm just using a really thin piece of, you know, printer paper, copy paper. You could use vellum or any other thin paper as well. So I'm just going to run adhesive along 8 of these. The outside 2 do get trimmed off with the die. So all those pieces are down now. You can position this centered left to right. So that's the beginning of this. For the next step, you're going to make the, you know, just the cross pieces here. I want to make sure that I have this piercing detail even on those cross pieces. And I didn't want to run the 2 layers through because then sometimes, I don't know, it just doesn't look as nice. So I decided I wanted to run this through separately. Cross pieces first, sorry, top and bottom pieces first. And then a little adhesive here in the middle, and we'll do 2 cross pieces. And I just lined them up here at the corners. It worked just fine. So one over the other. I just took a cork-backed rulers, lined it up here on this edge, and then I just trimmed along those pieces. And then we'll do the other side. It just helps make it look a little bit more authentic, because you would have to trim your lumber if you were, you know, building it. So that's why I'm doing this. So this helps you place your die cut. You can also kind of check on the back and just make sure that it's centered and horizontal and all that good stuff. Okay, and then what you're going to do last is just pull this off the vellum, and that's why I recommended temporary adhesive. Mine was stuck so tight that I actually just trimmed around it, cut the vellum off, left it on the back. If you have the temporary adhesive, you hopefully would be able to just lift it back up. I'm actually trimming, kind of slipping my scissors behind that layer a little bit, so I'm making sure there's no vellum overhang to mess with. Alright, cool. I think that looks pretty good. Alrighty, and then just for a little bit of adhesive on the back here. So there you go. That's the little farmhouse element. And then this is how I've used it on a finished card. The layout here, once again, is Reverse Confetti's Sketch for You to Try. It's a monthly challenge, so if you've never played along, check out the blog there at reverseconfetti.com and look for the Play to Win button and play along with us. You could have a chance to win a Reverse Confetti gift certificate. That's it for this farmhouse element tutorial. Have fun with this, and yeah. Shiplap. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.